Hello, today we're going to do some sheep shearing, but before we start, I'm going to show you guys how to put your cutter and your comb on your clipper. So your clippers will look like this. Here's your tension knob, chicken feet, and the bottom. So when we put on our comb, our cutter, we're going to go upside down. So you have your cutter. And so you have your cutters here. That's going to go onto your chicken feet. Loosen your tension knob here. Loosen your screws. You don't want to take them all the way off. Your comb, you got your bottom, you got your top. So when you put your comb on, your lettering should be pointing up. And in here, you don't want to put it all the way down. You want 1/8 of an inch spacing. Hand tighten it, tighten your tension knob, and then with your screwdriver that comes with your clippers, you're going to tighten your screws here. Not too tight. Okay, and then your tension knob, once you start to feel tension, you're going to go a half turn back. Okay, and now your clippers are ready to use. Always oil your clippers. There should be a little spout, a little hole there in between the toes, and you're good to go. Okay, so when you're throwing your sheep down, you want to try to not flank them. What you're going to do is tip them. All you got to do is grab their nose here, push it to their spine, and push their hip down. And that's it. Grab their arm and set them up, just like that. Okay, so when you're shearing, the first part you're going to shear is the belly, the tag. That's what they call the tag. The belly, the hindquarters, and the top of their head. Okay? So once you clear the belly, move the wool to the side. Then we're going to do the right leg, come across here, clean up the hind end, and then the left leg. That's it. You notice the right arm is tucked here in my waist. That allows you to stretch out here and not cut the belly. So the next part you want to do, pick it up and just put her right arm behind your leg here. And then we're just going to take off the wool up here. And then we're going to go to the left hind end. So when you're doing the hind end, they always have the tendency to bend their leg. So a lot of times I see people do this. You want to refrain from that, and right here in their joint, right here in the flank, just push it down. So that's it. You finish the belly, the hindquarters, and the leg. So now we're going to move on to the chest and the neck. And when you're working with your clippers, you want to make sure you take the sheep to your clippers. You don't want to move yourself around the sheep, because what happens is your cord starts to wrap around, and so you're going to move your sheep around. Next, push it up. Put your right leg in between all the right legs. Your knees should be on the right side of their chest. And like I said, move the sheep to your clippers. Take a step here. Okay. Put your left leg on the other side of their spine. Stretch them out. I'm going to clear it here in their chest and then go up. They're going to fight you here. The best thing you can do is squeeze with your knees and continue to stretch their neck out. And so once you clear a path on their neck here, turn their head, open it up. And this is the reason why you want to hit the chest first, because it opens up easier. If you don't, and it's really tight, that wool will stay together. But when you do this, it starts to fall off easily. Now when you get to this part, what you want to do is let their head come back in front. If you let them go this way, they see an outlet that way. If you keep them here, they know there's nowhere else to go. They're not going to fight you. Hold them here. Hold them here, and we'll clean up the side. So once you clear the shoulder off, now you can drop them. Okay? Drop them, and this is where you're going to do your long blows. Each passing is called a blow. Okay? We're going to go at least a blade's width past the spine. If you notice, my left hand is ahead of my right hand, and what that does, what my left hand's job is to tighten this skin here, okay? So you can see here, I'm at least a blade's width past their spine. And then the goal here is to keep all your wool together. So what I'm going to do with my right leg is I'm going to push this wool back this way. Keep your leg, your foot under their shoulder. If they can't feel the ground 100%, they're not going to take off. So right leg here. Rotate them, remember, to your clippers. And now what I'm going to do, clean this area up and start to, like they call it, start to undress it. I'll get up to the front of their shoulder, put my right leg behind her, hold her down, left leg behind her, pull her in between, and your left leg, you want it under her leg. My right foot is under, so my feet are pigeon-toed underneath her. So now, the important thing is to keep the wool coming off evenly. Right to left, right to left. If you're left-handed, left to right. So when you do this arm here, there's two ways to do it. You can continue going on, and when you're using, your fingers are close to the clippers, always tuck it in like this, okay? And we'll just pull it like this, roll that skin, and that allows your wool that's unshorn to come up. And that's one way. The other way is to pull it up and go down. Right to left. Keep that skin tight. After each blow, my left hand goes further down to get that skin tighter. So that's as far as I'm going to go. And I'm going to fold her back the other way. Keep her in front here. A lot of times I see people do this, but what happens when you start to go back down there is sheep are prey animals. And the place they get attacked first is here. So once they feel something here, first thing to do is run. Keep them up here. Once you're done, check. No wool is attached, and that's it. Attached. So no wool is attached. She's finished. Okay, so when you're rolling your fleece, this is the reason why you want to keep it whole. Okay? So when you roll it up, what you're going to do, just like the sleeping bag, get the sides in, okay, like so. And when you do that, these are what you call second cuts, okay? So the first time you go, then there's still some wool that's on the sheep, and you go back in, that's second cuts, okay? You want to limit your second cut. So all I'm going to do is roll it inside out, okay? And that's it. So you can move it like that. And all the second cuts, all the tags will come off. And so when you go to sell it, the wool buyer will look at the quality of it, look at it, they'll pull it off, and they'll determine the grade of your wool by the break. The break, all it is this, how long it's going to break, okay? Churros for commercial use isn't very favorable, but for weavers, a lot of weavers like churro wool. And so that's how you roll up your fleece. And I know a long time ago what they used to do is get twine, wrap it around, and do it like that. But the thing with twine is the color. The color will get into the wool, the fiber, and it'll throw it off. Okay, so you want to not tie up your wool, roll it up like this, throw it in there.